I appreciate you joining us live tonight. We're out here in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. We left out of Georgia a few days ago. When did we leave out, Trey? We left out Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning.
Friday morning. And Saturday evening, we're now in Salt Lake. I've had my trainee with me all week, Trey. He's been doing great. He's been doing great driving. He's doing really good. Tomorrow we're going to work on backing. We're going to work on a lot of other things like getting used to the paperwork and the Qualcomm. But other than that, he's driving like a pro. He's driving really good. I can hardly even tell he even is a new driver. He's doing awesome. So I appreciate y'all watching all my videos. If you watch this video later on the night, then make sure you comment. Make sure you hit subscribe. And make sure you let me know that you actually watched the video. The weather changing out here was pretty different, man. It's got a little cooler out here. But anyway, tonight I want to talk to you about a few different things. I want to talk to you about driving, the dangers of driving. Somebody asked me a question. They asked me, is truck driving dangerous? Yeah, it's one of the dangerous careers you can get. It's truck driving can be very, very dangerous. It's a lot of reasons why. Number one reason is, we drive a lot of hours. We drive anywhere from 11 to, say 11 hours a day. We're on the road 14 hours a day. We drive a lot, so we get tired. So, of course, there's a lot of accidents on the road. But the main thing is we drive a vehicle that's 80,000 pounds. A truck and trailer is huge. So when we hit something, we don't just fender bender it. I mean, we destroy it when we hit it. So it can be very dangerous. Not to mention, you can be a very safe driver. No matter how safe you are, somebody else can hit you. You can be going down the interstate. Another driver comes across the interstate. Bam! Runs right into you. I seen it not too long ago. I was driving down the road and I seen another 18-wheeler come across the median, and then when they did, they ran right into them. Just smack. I've seen the driver fall asleep at the wheel, and this was very bad. I didn't see it happen. I came up on it, but I don't know if he had a heart attack or what happened, but as he was driving, he just ran smack right into the dang back of another truck. He ran in the back of a Penske truck, and it just squished that whole cab, man. So, I don't know if he was distracted driving. You could be distracted driving, looking at your phone. A lot of things can happen that can cause you to die out here. It's very serious. I try to talk about the good things of trucking, but I've got to, if I'm going to be able to have a good channel, Trucking Life with Shawn, and I'm going to call it that, I've got to tell you the ugly too, the good, the bad. Got to tell you all of it. So, if you're joining me tonight, that's what this discussion's about. It's about the dangers of truck driving. I also did a video on it earlier. If you didn't get a chance, check it out. But it's very dangerous out here. If you're just joining me tonight, I'm talking about the dangers of driving. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Just got here from Georgia. Been with Trey, my new driver. He's doing great, student driver. If you're following, what he's been going through, he's doing great. Tomorrow we're gonna work on backing, but he drives just like a pro. But let's get back to what I was talking about the dangers of driving. It is a dangerous career. If you Google one of the dangerous professions, you're gonna find out that. And I see you there, Sherry Lynn. Thanks for joining in tonight. You're gonna realize that trucking is one of the dangerous professions you can get. And like I said, the reason why it's so dangerous is because of the wrecks, because of the vehicle. It's an 80,000 pound vehicle. We can tear up some stuff, and you can be a good driver, but if you're distracted, you can have a wreck. And these are not just little fender benders. I see these drivers, they run straight into bridge poles. I see them running into trees and poles, and people die all the time out here driving the truck. You hear a lot of it. And it's because, we are out here long hours. Drivers are not getting enough sleep. They're either distracted on their phone. Now, that's one reason it's dangerous. Another reason, let's talk about this. A reason it's a dangerous profession and that you can die out here is, one thing is our diet. Like I said, I'm overweight. It's easy to get overweight out here. I gained over 100 pounds driving the truck. I've lost about 45 pounds now that I'm paying attention to it. I'm losing it back, but, it's taking some time. But, driving a truck, you can develop diabetes, you can deliver blood pressure. You got a good chance of getting high blood pressure if you don't already. You have a good chance of becoming diabetic. You're sitting long hours in the day, so you got a chance of getting neck pain, back pain. So I'm bringing this to attention, not to talk negative about trucking, but if I'm going to do a trucking life with Shawn, I got to tell you all of it, the good and the bad. This is who I am. Yeah, I get more ratings and probably get more likes when I talk about the good things of trucking. But you know what? I'm here to show you what trucking life's all about. And if I show you and bring you awareness of these bad things that happen, then maybe you can take precautions to keep you from not being one of those statistics that die and that wreck and become unhealthy. So speaking of being unhealthy, a lot of wrecks that happen, a lot of people that die here truck driving, they have a heart attack at the wheel. They have a heart attack. They have some cardiovascular stuff, and that is again related to the diet. No exercise. So if you get out here and you exercise, I wish I could do more exercise. I don't, but that's the truth. The hard truth is you've got to get out here and exercise. Yeah, I exercised this morning. I was able to work out at the gym, and when I got here to Salt Lake City, I walked around for about 45 minutes, and I'm back here in the truck. And I could be out there running Rocky Balboa in it. No, I'm not. I'm tired. I drove all day long. So, I did get out and walk a little bit. It's just a little bit helps. But that's one reason. Let's talk about the other things that people don't see. Let's talk about that. What about getting out of the truck in the middle of the night and you're walking in between two trucks and pop, somebody smacks you? If you don't pay attention to that, you could get crammed between two trucks. You're walking, it's dark, you're trying to cross the street, you're half asleep. You think these truck drivers don't see you? They may not. You're in a truck stop, they run right over you. It happens all the time. I've seen this where you're at a shipper, a receiver. You're inside the shipper. You're waiting for some places want you to be there when they unload the stuff. I don't know. They want you to be there with the count, whatever. If you're not paying attention, that forklift driver can run right over you. I've seen that happen. So you got to be vigilant. You got to pay attention when you're out here, drivers. And I'm not saying these things to scare you. I'm saying these things so that you start paying attention. And if you pay attention, and I bring this awareness, and I hope more people watch this later. Like I said, a lot of people watch it live, but I hope this message gets out there and people actually can see this video. They can be aware of it. What about, it's almost winter time. Have you thought about that? Driving, okay. We got a lot of slipper, black eyes and stuff. Let's not even talk about the driving point. We already know there's dangers of driving. What about the other dangers that come along with it? Getting out of the truck and slipping off the steps, not paying attention. These truck steps get icy. Bam, break your back, break your neck, break your leg, break your arm. You can cause a lot of injuries with that. So make sure you're paying attention to that, or you're walking up, you've been driving, it's warm. I see the comment there, 80,000 pounds is a lot of responsibility. It is a lot of responsibility, and we have to, truck driving schools don't explain, the dangers of this out here. It's all fun and games, you get your CDLs and rock and roll, and that's great. But you got to pay attention and be aware. So what if you're walking up to the shipper and you're walking up the dock and you slip and you fall? It happens. That happens too. I seen a driver last year on top of his trailer trying to sweep the snow off. Don't be a dummy. Don't get on top of that damn trailer. It's crazy. Don't do that. Don't try to fix your lights on top of the trailer. If you got a light out, go to the professional and get it done. God forbid, I see truck drivers that are owner operators that try to work on their own trucks. They get in there and they try to take the brake chambers apart. Do not do that. Unless you're a brake expert, those brake chambers, they can explode. They can kill you. So don't do that, drivers. Don't try to take your brakes apart. Don't be back there messing with your airbags. That stuff can blow up and that stuff can hurt you and it can kill you. So that's another danger that we have to watch out. So besides from driving, besides from our diet, there's depression out here too. You can get out here and you get away from your baby mom, your wife, your husband. You get lonely out here. You can get in your own mind and you can get real depressed. So there is a danger of becoming depressed out here, drivers. So you got to watch that also. You can develop anxiety. You can develop sleep apnea. A lot of negative things that can happen with trucking. So that all being said, there's a lot of good stuff. I see here you said your husband is a diesel mechanic. That's great. Let him get in there and do it. Don't you do it. I don't do it. I'm not a diesel mechanic, so I'm not gonna get in there and mess with that stuff. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of things out there that we're not aware of, that we just need to be aware of. And trucking can be a good career. It's a good path. You can make money, but you got to be aware of the dangers. There's also dangers when you go into different cities. You go into a place and you're not familiar with the neighborhood. There's bad neighborhoods out there. You go out there. I see truck drivers getting robbed. A lot of things happen. I hear truck drivers getting stranded out over a mountain, and they ain't got no food, they're dehydrated, sick, whatever. Make sure you got blankets in your truck. Make sure you got extra food, you got water, make sure you got the right medicine, and pay attention to your blood pressure, and check your sugar and do the right things, and you can be all right out here. I appreciate you checking in tonight. I appreciate y'all all watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you leave me a comment. And yeah, I appreciate it. So I hope I bring some awareness to y'all drivers out there. And y'all have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and put my shades on. Put the shades on and go sleep. You know what I'm saying? Salt Lake City, Utah. Get my little boggin on. I got my little boggin on. I'll put it over here, put it over my eyes. I like to wear my sunglasses. I'm just kidding. But I will put boggin on. Anyway, I'm trying to get some rest. Y'all have a great night. God bless.